everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. You know what we do over here. Go ahead and like the video in advance. Hey, Noti Gang, I know you guys are here. You're going to be in the comments. I know what's up. If you are new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Stick around. We like it over here, don't we, y'all? And hit the notification bell so that you can get my videos, when I drop them. And as always, it don't cost you nothing, like I said, to like the video and just to sit through an ad or two, if you will. That's how you support the video, and that's how you support the channel, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this. Y'all know that I was in my feelings last week when I did that video about Wendy coming out and saying she had a one-night stand with Method Man, right? I was in my feelings. I was in denial, although I've had time to process. And even in that, I believed her, okay? Even although I didn't want to believe her, I believed her. Now, there's been a lot of chatter even after the Wendy biopic dropped, right? A lot of people still talking about it. Hell, there are whole Clubhouse conversations about the movie and about when. It's just a whole lot going on. But one of the people I did not expect to come out and say anything because she's so low-key was Tamika Smith. Now, Tamika is Clifford Smith's wife. Clifford, I call him Clifford, Method Man, that is his wife, right? Our husband. Nonetheless, she came out and she spoke on it. She said, "For years, I kept my silence while Wendy Williams launched constant verbal attacks against my husband, myself, and our family. In the past, I ignored her lies, innuendos, and blatant attempts to provoke us. But Wendy has proven again and again that she is incapable of any decency. Her obsession with our lives has reached a new low, and I'm tired of taking the high road." All right. And she continues on. In an obvious attempt to increase ratings for her sad biopic, her struggling TV show, and her burnt-out career, Wendy has once again targeted my husband. It's a pattern that she has repeated for years. When I was diagnosed with cancer years ago, Wendy shared my personal medical information with her listeners live on the air during her radio broadcast. She didn't care that she was violating my right to privacy or that I hadn't shared the news of my diagnosis with my family and friends yet. She never apologized, never expressed any regret whatsoever. All right. Tamika wasn't done, though. This was kind of a long drag, and I'm going to continue here. Okay. So she continues on and she says this. "Despite my anger, I chose not to respond publicly to her unhealthy fixation with my husband and our marriage. It was clear that she was sick and that she was struggling with a lot of issues, including self-hate and low self-esteem. Over the years, those issues have made her increasingly ugly, both inside and out, and no amount of plastic surgery can fix the ugliness inside of her. Instead of using her platform to uplift women, she has spent her career attacking marriages while her own fell apart. She criticized celebrities battling addictions despite her own struggles with substance abuse. There's no limit to how low she will go in the name of making headlines." And then she says her career is on life support. Her husband has abandoned her, and the ratings for all of her projects are down. She's desperate for attention and is trying to use my husband's popularity as a way to get her name trending. How sad that a woman who was once revered in the entertainment industry has reduced herself to a tabloid side note and circus freak. For the record, my marriage is solid. My husband continues to enjoy a successful career, and Wendy will forever be one of the most miserable bitches on the planet. And that is a read from Tamika Smith. Now, forgive I was watching Bridgerton overnight. You got to forgive me. I fell asleep on it, actually. And so let me get back. Okay. I'm sorry. The little accent. Okay, so that was a read. That was a drag from Tamika Smith. And I need you to understand something as to why she's angry and why she has every reason to be upset. Okay? Now, I do not want to believe that Wendy is telling the truth, although I do believe her. But Tamika Smith has every right to feel a type of way about Wendy. After all, remember, Wendy got on her radio, on the radio and basically revealed that this woman was battling cancer when nobody in her family knew about it. Now, even in that, I said to myself, listen, she got every right to be upset with Wendy, and she got every right to feel and drag this woman. But I still ask, I asked this in my last video. I said, listen, considering Wendy said that she slept with your husband, our man, Clifford Smith, Johnny Blaze, Method Man. I said, is it possible that they were pillow talking and he told her? Remember when it all came out that his wife was battling cancer and Wendy revealed it, this was like back in, I think, 2006, he got out there and just cussed the dog shit out of Wendy. He called her a bitch. He did all of that, right? He said it all, right? He went off on her. Now, I had to stop and think to myself, now some timelines are interesting here in all of this, right? Did he tell Wendy that his wife was battling cancer? How did she find out something so personal that her own family and friends didn't know? And everything leads back to Method Man. I'm not saying that he did, but it's interesting that they slept together. And again, I don't know the timeline in this. And that's why I'm going to end all of this, because there's still more questions for me than answers. Did he in fact tell Wendy that his wife was battling cancer? Now, even in that drag that she gave Wendy, and she gave her a good ass dragging, okay? I would say so. She still didn't deny, in my opinion, that he did it. He didn't come out and deny that he didn't sleep with her. So that leads me to believe that it's true. Tamika just feels a way that she's still bringing his name up. She's still bringing up names, and that's why she came out. I just think that when Wendy came, of course, Wendy's doing her promo, so Wendy's always been salacious. So it gets the crowd going. It gets people thinking like, oh, let's talk about Wendy. I mean, everybody talking about Wendy. Let's be clear. But that doesn't mean that he didn't do it. That doesn't mean that they didn't sleep together. And I'm questioning and sitting here and asking myself, okay, Tamika and Method Man met in the late 90s. They got engaged in 99. They married in 2001. Wendy was with Kelvin since 94. They got married in 1997. In that interview that Wendy did when she was talking about Method Man, she was talking about Method Man and Redman. Method Man and Redman were very, very popular back in the early 2000s. So my guess is that he slept with Wendy when he was married to Tamika. Now, this is all speculation, but the timelines are interesting, which also means that Wendy was married as well. The only thing I feel like I'm missing in all of this are dates, years. I don't know dates, but I will tell you this. I think that it happened while he was married to his wife. And I am only guessing that he told Wendy that his wife was battling cancer. I am just taking a guess, and y'all know how much I love this man. But I think he was pillow talking, and Wendy told the business, and then he flipped the script, and he went off on her. And Tamika didn't deny that he didn't sleep with her. She just said her marriage solid. So that don't mean that Wendy lying. It just means that her marriage is solid, right? And like I said, I can't blame her for dragging Miss Wendy Williams, but I just don't think that Wendy lying. And that hurts my heart to even say that I don't think Wendy Williams is lying in all of this. I don't think she lying. Okay, I don't. So how you guys feel about this whole thing with Tamika coming out? Tamika never says anything, right? You would not even really know she existed because she's just one of those low-key wives. She just don't be out there, right? She keep it low key, but she decided she had enough, and enough was enough. And so she probably been holding on to that for years. And I can imagine how she must have felt when Wendy did put that information out there. But I hope she saved some of that for her husband, and I bet she did, right? They probably worked through it, but nonetheless, how did Wendy find out that Tamika was battling cancer before she told anyone, right? It's possible she could have got it from the hospital, right? Because people was dying to tell Wendy all kinds of shit back in the day. But I'm not ruling out Method Man. So the last person that came out and said something, the whole thing with Eric B. Eric B was in the movie. She was saying that she had got pregnant by Eric B. He ran up a credit, took a rental car, and he came out and he said, "Too hilarious. I laughed too well. It made for great TV, but the truth is something different. Try that." And I'm just thinking to myself, now listen, again, Wendy is a whole lot of things, but I don't think she lying on these things. Like, who would come out and admit to taking an L, like letting a man run up your credit and fuck up your credit? I'm guessing that Wendy was telling the truth about it. I'm guessing that Wendy telling the truth about a lot of this stuff. You may not like it. I may not like it, but I just don't think that women ain't dying to come out and say that they let some man use them. They just not dying to do it. She taking that L in public. So I'm guessing that Wendy is actually telling the truth about Method Man and Eric B. All right. And posing in front of this ain't going to save the fact that you did fuck up that woman credit. Okay. You did. But anyway, what do you guys think about all of this? I don't want to make this long. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. And you know what to do. Go ahead and comment down below and let me know. And I will, of course, see you guys on the next video. Bye.